Here comes the rain.
You slept with someone else, Paul.
You're not good at talking about the weather.
All right, it's overcast with a 100% chance of precipitation. You slept with someone else.
I am sorry. I was confused. I was an idiot. I was wrong. I made a terrible mistake. I love you.
Would you forgive your partner if they cheated on you? Did You Hear About the Morgan is a 2009 American romantic comedy thriller film directed and written by Mark Lawrence, starring Hugh Grant and Sarah Jessica Parker in the lead roles. A successful Manhattan couple, lawyer Paul Morgan and real estate agent Meryl Morgan, are separated due to Paul's infidelity. Paul is regretful of his actions and tries his best to make it up to Meryl. After dinner one night, the two witness the murder of one of Meryl's real estate clients. As a result, they become targets of contract killer Vincent, and the marshal informs them that they will need to enter the witness protection program.
What? Hang on.
Wait.
Hang on.
Wait. Do you mean where they send you out into the middle of nowhere? Yeah? Oh, no.
Okay, I tell you what.
No.
Why don't we just look at all the options? Because I'm sure there are options.
What? And where? What? Where do we go?
We can't reveal that until you're on the jet.
There's a jet?
Paul and Meryl are relocated to a small town of Ray, Wyoming, and placed temporarily under the protection of husband and wife, Sheriff and Deputy Clay and Emma Wheeler. They're welcomed and introduced to their new home for the time being. For their own safety, they are permitted no outside contact by telephone or email.
Trying to contact somebody back home is just too big a risk.
I guess the same goes for the phone, because I just have a couple of things I have to check on.
If I can make one quick call.
Yeah, and you could supervise the calls. There's no dial tone.
There's a code.
So, I guess that is about it. There's towels and soap in the bath.
Great. Terrific. Is there a code?
They have trouble adjusting to small-town life at first, but after a perilous encounter with a bear, an awkward attempt at shooting rifles, chopping wood, and horseback riding, they eventually adjust and begin even assisting the local citizens professionally. Their bond for each other grows as well. One day, Meryl secretly calls the adoption agency she's been trying to adopt through to let them know she won't be able to go through with the adoption. Meanwhile, neither of their assistants back in New York City know their whereabouts, and while they try to figure it out, Vincent walks in pretending to be a client.
Excuse me.
I'm Jackie, Mrs. Morgan's assistant. She's not in today. Can I get one of the other agents to talk to you?
You know, if she's as good as everyone says, then I'm sure she's probably worth the wait.
She is.
All right, well, I'm sorry to have taken up your time then.
Not at all.
Vincent plants a bug in Jackie's purse, hoping to gain information, which is eventually successful when Jackie hears from the adoption agency that Meryl called and what number she used. Jackie attempts to call Meryl, but Paul's assistant Adam stops her by kissing her, which she responded to by tasering him and then apologizing and suggesting that he takes her out on a date the next day. Paul and Meryl go on a date in town and begin to reconcile. On their way home, they discuss the stress of infertility that led to their relationship deterioration and Paul's subsequent infidelity.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Why her?
You want to discuss this now? In the middle of absolutely nowhere?
Yeah, I know it's probably not the time, but why her? I mean, you meet lots of women. You're always at lunches and meetings, so why her? Was it just that she was pretty?
Who said she was pretty? She was quite hideous, actually. A leper, really. I mean, if the Elephant Man had a sister...
I Googled her.
Oh.
Paul sincerely apologizes and continues to affirm that Meryl is the only person he wants to be with. She warms up to him. Just as they're beginning to settle in at Ray and the simplicity of life there, they're informed that they'll be transferred to separate sites the following day, as they initially requested. At the rodeo that evening, Meryl suggests that they stay together, to Paul's delight, but then informs him that she slept with someone while they were separated.
You were upset.
No. I'm, what am I? I'm a little bit surprised, I suppose.
If you're gonna be mad, but please don't stop talking to me. Yell, scream, I don't care, honestly, whatever you want.
There is nothing to scream about. We were separated, you're an adult, these things happen, so there it is.
That night, Paul becomes cold towards Meryl. The next day, with Vincent in town unbeknownst to them, the Morgans anticipate leaving Ray for the permanent hiding place. The Wheelers invite them to the annual rodeo, but the Morgans are at loggerheads, so they decline. Before leaving, Emma couldn't help herself, so she offers them some advice. Meryl thanks her, but
if we're gonna stay together, then, I guess we have to scale back our expectations, and I won't expect everything from him, and he won't expect everything from me.
You should expect everything from each other. Marriage doesn't make any sense. You gotta stop thinking about it and just get over all the bull and make it work.
after Clay says his piece, they leave the Morgans. Soon, Vincent arrives at the cabin. Surprised by a bear, he fires a shot that alerts the Morgans. They flee on horseback to the rodeo to seek help. Vincent follows them to the rodeo, where they spot him and hide in a bull suit. However, they end up in the ring with a bull, which then charges at them, injuring Meryl. Meryl, unable to walk, stays hidden from Vincent, while Paul impulsively confronts him with a canister of bear repellent spray.
Wait, what? Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? Please don't leave me.
Just keep your head down. Ow! Bollocks!
Hey, I got plenty of room on my wall for another head.
The entire town come along to defend Paul. At last, Vincent is arrested and the Morgans are safe. Paul runs towards Meryl to check in on her.
This horrible moment where I pictured what life would be like without you.
That's exactly what I had. When you were lying here sprawled in the dust, all I wanted to do was protect you. I lost all physical fear. It's coming back now, though. What in God's name was I thinking?
I know exactly what you were thinking. You were thinking that we're meant to be together because look what you did. You risked your life for me.
Meryl regains her trust in Paul, and Paul apologizes for the wrong he's done. They profess their love for one another and kiss. They say their thanks and goodbyes to the Wheelers and the townfolks of Ray. 6 months later, Jackie and Adam are in a committed relationship, while Paul and Meryl have repaired their marriage. They have an adopted baby girl from China, named Ray in honor of the Wyoming town, and Meryl is pregnant with a biological child, living happily together in New York City.
In the end, the Morgans come to appreciate the simpler things in life and reaffirm their commitment to each other. Did You Hear About the Morgans is a heartwarming romantic comedy that combines humor, suspense, and tender moments as it follows the journey of a couple rediscovering love in unexpected circumstances. 接下来我们揭晓今天的学习内容。The phrase "if the elephant man had a sister" is often used rhetorically or metaphorically to describe someone or something that is exceptionally unattractive or grotesque. When people use this expression, they are typically making a comparison to emphasize the extreme ugliness or abnormality of a situation, object, or person. "We have to scale back" is a phrase used to indicate the need to reduce the size, scope, or intensity of something, such as a project, plan, or expenditure. When someone says they need to scale back, it means they must decrease the level of activity or resources allocated to a particular endeavor. For example, due to the budget constraints, we have to scale back our marketing campaign. And that's it for this episode of Cinephile. You can find more on the Funday website. Let's make every day a fun day.
Are we lost?
Certainly not. I turned right at the broken fence.
And left at the second big rock?
Second big rock? Oh no, then we are lost.